well, I didn't think I'd done anything all that special, but when I look back, I've tried to make changes, to make improvements, endeavour to grow fruit in the best possible way. And in doing this, I've been able to travel and inspect different growing systems in different countries around the world. I've been able to travel around Australia and see quite a few of the orchards and the developments there. And I would encourage any orchardist to be able to move around, see what other growers are doing, not only here in Australia, but if they get the opportunity, travel overseas to various countries and see just how the growing systems are carried out in those countries. I think probably one of our biggest challenges is going to be the availability of labour, and I think we will have to adapt our growing systems to make the growing of fruit as easy as possible as far as the work that has to be done, whether it be the thinning, the picking, and in this regard the use of platforms and the development of either robots or electronic technology to improve the work of machinery within orchard would be a big help to the whole industry. Well, within fruit growing, we've always been evolving as to the systems that we use, spray programs, different treatments for various pests and diseases, and some of the work that was carried out on Mount View was research work with Les Reedshaw in developing predatory mites to control two-spotted mite and the European red mite. I think at harvest time, when you can see truckloads of fruit going out the gate, and know that that has been the best quality fruit that you've been able to produce in that season, and looking to a good pack out with that fruit, that gives you a lot of confidence in what you've done. I think pest and disease management are the probably two key factors. The third would be the fruit handling. These are most important to try and make sure that the customer receives the best quality fruit that we can produce. Last winter we planted a block of trees, which is a close planting. They might be 4 metre rows, but the trees are only 25 centimetres apart along the row. This is on a V trellis, and we're hoping with that V trellis that when it reaches maturity, that block will produce 100 tonnes per hectare of fruit or better at a high pack out, and that the work on that tree, on those trees to produce that crop, will be minimal. There's also the opportunity, as we progressed with that type of planting, to be able to get robotics to be working for us, and this can happen in a number of ways. We can be scanning the trees in the winter time to see what bud development we've got there. We can also scan those trees again when they're in flower to see what the flower levels are like, to determine the thinning program that we need to undertake. Once the thinning program has been worked out, we determine then what the fruit population is on that tree and where that fruit is positioned, to enable us then to either hand thin or do other thinning work on those trees to maximise the production figures that we want to try and get out of that block, and also maintain the highest quality level with that fruit.